Hi everyone, Diane here. I am at my favorite grocery store and I just happen to live a block and a half from it. Well, actually Trader Joe's I do like better. And if I can afford it, Whole Foods is pretty cool. Well, sometimes I just go to Whole Foods usually for the prepared food. It's really good, the ready-made food. It is expensive, but it's cheaper than Erewhon, which I also like their prepared food. So this Ralph's is better than most Ralph's to me. It's huge. That's one reason. Has a lot of different products. Now I'm only going to go to the kosher area, the Jewish area. They have it. I don't know if it'll be open. It's now 5:52. If someone will be behind the counter, but they have a deli, like with their own, like potato salad and all that. They also have a non-kosher deli, which I go to. I am 100%, according to one DNA company, Ancestry.com, I'm 100% Ashkenazi Jew, part Central Europe, like Poland and Germany, and part Russia and Eastern Europe. I found out they broke it down. There was an update. So I have a lot of Central Ashkenazi, which I thought most of my relatives were Eastern, like Russia and Eastern Europe. But like Belarus, like one of my grandfather's parents are from Belarus, which was Russia when he was born in the U.S., but when his parents lived there, it was Russia, I'm sure. So anyways, yeah, I don't eat kosher. I do like Jewish food, but so does a lot of people that aren't even Jewish, who doesn't like a Jewish deli. And what was I going to say? Yeah, I'm going to show that. Now, sometimes when I go later than this time, in the kosher section, there's no one behind the counter. If I didn't say they have a bakery, kosher bakery, and a kosher deli, if there's no one behind the counter, or even if there is, they have put out like containers of things that are about to expire, that they won't sell as new like the next day, but they're like reduced because the expiration date is real quick, like a couple days or the next day. And they have some good stuff. I know they have sometimes falafel, and I think they have pastrami sandwiches, but I don't. They do have the kosher pastrami. I don't eat meat, so I'm a vegetarian, so I won't get that. But yeah, I'll see what they have. It is kind of early. I'm not going to take you through the whole market. If you want to see the whole market, one of my first two videos, I think, about when did I start my channel? 7 years ago. If you look on my page and you click oldest videos, like there's a way to select oldest, you'll see I look a lot different. My hair was really short, not just because I was younger, because I just recently, like in the past year, have grown my hair out. But it's really, really short and no bangs. So don't be shocked. And yeah, I take you around the whole market. Now, one of them is filmed sideways because I wasn't familiar with, which way to turn my phone while I was filming. It was like literally like my second or third video, I think, or maybe even my first that I was, so you have to put your phone to the side. If you watch it on a computer or a tablet or TV, it's not going to work. But if you watch it on a phone or a tablet, it'll work. Turn the tablet like to the side and it'll be fine. But if you hold it, the right way, it'll be sideways. So anyways, yeah, if you want to see the whole market, I pretty much go through it. I'm just going to make this shorter by just showing you the kosher section, which, I didn't show before really in detail. I'm going to show you the frozen. I'm going to show you the bread. Maybe they'll have challah. They usually have like a little challah that's meant for like maybe two people, or I might get a loaf and taste test it because I've never tried their challah. But yeah, most Ralph's don't have a kosher section. This is like, I think, the only one in at least the city of Los Angeles that has a complete, full, giant kosher section. They have refrigerated food, meat, and the whole bit. Of course, fish is kosher automatically. Jews can eat any kind of fish. Kosher, it's not kosher. I mean, all fish is kosher. But kosher people do not eat shellfish. They can't. It's in the Old Testament, I think. They can't eat shrimp, crab, or anything like that. But fish is always kosher, whether it's from a Jewish deli or from a non-Jewish market or whatever. So, anyways, just like the Catholics can eat fish on Friday, or instead of pork or beef, Jews can eat fish at any restaurant. Well, it depends. Some Jews only want it prepared in a kosher restaurant with kosher utensils and kosher pots and pans. That's a whole story. Look it up on how, some people hire someone when they move to a new house to uncontaminate their plates and their kitchen and to make it kosher. Like, you have to use separate silverware for dairy and meat. You can't eat dairy and meat together. So no cheeseburger. But yeah, a lot of Jews now buy the vegan cheese and they can have that with their cheeseburger. So, and I've been to a big vegan restaurant out here. It's a chain in at least the city of LA area. I've seen a lot of Orthodox Jews, wearing the black hats, and the men and the long beards and the whole bit, and the little boys with the long sideburns. In this place, it's called Veggie Grill. There's one in Encino, but I rarely go there. I don't really like their food. I've done a food review in there at the one in Santa Monica, twice, and it's all right, but I just go to regular restaurants mostly and just order vegetarian stuff. Italian is best for me because there's so many choices. Any kind of pasta with cheese, like stuffed shells and all that stuff, I can get. Okay. So anyways, I'm going to show you the market. Like I said, I'm just going to show you the kosher section. But don't be overwhelmed because it's huge. This market, when I first started going to it, when it first opened, when did it open? At least 10 years ago. They were handing out maps. That's how big it is. So you can find, your way around here. And I've gone really fast to shop. And it's like a workout, depending on, if you're going to go through the whole store. One thing good is they do have a fast checkout. I've never had to wait, I guess the most is maybe 2 people ahead of me in line. They do have self-serve, but I don't like it. Plus, I'm former union, and I don't want union members at grocery stores to have their jobs threatened by those self-checkout. Plus, I always get a lot of stuff usually, and if I just got maybe 1 or 2 things, maybe I do self-checkout. But yeah, like I said, I'm not going to shop, but maybe you guys can get an idea. Maybe I'll zoom out. Hold on. The ceilings are really high, but it's huge. I mean, this is just a little area. They have a really good flower section, better than most. I'll show you the flower section. Better than most at Ralph's. Now, Ralph's is Kroger, okay? This is Kroger. They're all over the U.S., but in LA, it's called Ralph's, or maybe all of LA County or Southern California. I know in other states they go by other names, but the generic stuff here is all Kroger. So see how pretty their flowers are? I mean, most places don't have all this. Oh my gosh, they even have this. Yeah, most markets, even the Safeway, which we have as Vaughn's Pavilions, none of them have this many flowers. So, and they're not expensive. So, for Mother's Day or whatever, to surprise your honey or whatever, it's not expensive. Much cheaper than flower shops. And look at the poinsettia. My stepmom always bought this kind. I like it, but the yellow kind. Actually, she bought the red too, but she always made sure she had the yellow. Oh, they've got tiny Christmas trees. Look at this. Even with ornaments, I love those. A few years I bought them. I'm not religious. Like, yeah, I'm Jewish by birth, but I don't practice any religion. I'm agnostic, so basically I question if there's a God. I'm not atheist where I say there's no God. So, anyways, okay, I'm gonna go to the kosher section, but yeah, you guys can see. Well, wait, let me go down. Okay, this is the checker aisle, but yeah, it's huge. There's no way person the first time here can find the real lamb easily. So I'm going to go to the kosher section. Even the produce section is humongous. They've got many more organic. Look at all this than most places. Most Ralph's even. So I'm going to go. I will shop after this, after I go to the kosher section, but I won't film it because I don't want to make a real long video. Oh, they have prepared food here too. Reduced, okay? That's what it will say in the kosher deli. Kosher section, rather. It'll, because it's closer to expire. Yeah, all this stuff has meat in it, like fried chicken. And I'm sure maybe they have egg salad, which they sometimes have. And bean and cheese burrito, or I can have that. Look at, like they have these sandwiches. These aren't about to expire though. Egg bite, I've heard of these. They're really healthy and they're supposed to be good. I think you can make your own. And they're low carb, no bread. Now, before I was a vegetarian, I used to like things like this, like subs that were pre-made, or I'd have one made, but look at these. These are made with boar's head meat, which is a very more expensive cold cut or whatever. Okay, look at these. Like, I would get something like this, Italian, $7.99, and these what do you call them, wraps. Yeah, I'm not even gonna look here because there's very, very slight chance I'll find anything. This is the regular deli, not the kosher, and here's the sushi. They do have sushi like all the time. Like some other Ralphs, they run out like towards the end of the day, but I think the sushi chef here, or chefs, make it later in the day because it's now, well, it's 6:05, and like some other Ralphs, you know, they do have the $5 Fridays. I think they have it here too. No, that's Safeway. That's not Safeway. I think, I don't know, but they don't run out. They always have a lot. I'm not going to get a veggie sushi, which I usually get. Look at, they have sashimi, and no, that's sushi because it has rice. They even have like grilled dumplings, and other Ralphs don't have this variety, this many choices. And I know I'm showing you more than the kosher section, but Big Wave Poke. Oh, I didn't know they have poke. I have a friend in Japan, in Hawaii, hi Christy, that, you know, she shows all the poke you can buy there. It's very popular. Of course, I think it originated there, but yeah, how much is this? $11.99, okay. And here's the sushi that I get, the rolls. I would get, okay, do they have a veggie roll? Yeah, they have plenty, look. There's one. Down there, here's one, here's some, here's one. I'll put it on top. Here's just avocado roll, which I don't usually get because this, you know, it has cucumber, avocado, and even carrots, which most places don't use. And look, the sushi rice. Oh, that's right. They have both white rice and brown rice. And I don't know, this I'll put maybe in the middle. That's white rice. Okay, so what's this? California wrap, that's interesting. So, and it's way low price. Like when I used to eat sushi, like 12 years ago, before becoming a vegetarian, I often bought it at grocery stores. Okay, this is not the kosher section. I have bought pizza here. Now, most Ralphs don't have this, all this prepared food. I know I'm showing you guys more than the kosher section. This is not kosher, but I would get the macaroni and cheese, and the fried chicken is fantastic. Most grocery stores, but Ralph's, at least the other Ralph's I used to go to before changing my diet, had really good fried chicken, and it was inexpensive compared to like KFC. Okay, that has meat in it, that pasta. So those taquitos I like, but I used to like that potato. Is that potatoes au gratin, or I'm not sure. Doesn't have it has a white sauce, so it might be white cheddar or white cheese. Yeah, they have really good prepared food. Now this is this the kosher bakery? No, this is the regular bakery, which is huge compared to most Ralph's. Oh, they have candy apples. Okay, is someone here? No, I guess they're closed. There's no one. Yeah, there's no one here behind the counter. I might come back after I show you guys the kosher section, because that's not expensive. They're $4.29 for. I like the caramel with. Actually, I like the ones with nuts and caramel, but that's so cheap. Like there's a candy store I've been to in malls. They're like, I don't know, $12 for a caramel apple with nuts. Look at this. Oh my God. This is not kosher, but looks fantastic. Okay, now we're getting, okay, this is a huge selection of donuts and other stuff. I know I'm showing you stuff. This is stuff I didn't show you in that video from 7 years ago, those videos. Okay, this is the kosher bakery. Okay, I don't care. I don't eat kosher at all, So probably it's much cheaper, I'm sure, to buy cupcakes and stuff, which I love, unfortunately, which is part of my weight gain issue, that I've gained weight in the last, like, I don't know, 7 months, 6 months. They even have birthday cakes. But yeah, is there anyone here? No, there's no one to serve the food. Okay, let's see if they have any. They do have prepared food. Now this sushi is kosher. Sushi's kosher as long as it has fish, not shellfish. But some people want it prepared in a kosher kitchen, which I'm sure this is. It's been uncontaminated. They do something. People hire people to do that when they move in a new house. Okay. It's reduced, so let me see what this is. It might be cheaper than that regular potato salad. Okay, I'm gonna think about this. I won't film what I'm gonna get. Actually, I didn't even get a card. I forgot. Wow, that's how much I have on my mind. Okay, yeah, this is kosher. It's more expensive per pound and all that. Oh, that couscous looks good. Couscous marinara, I can have that. But like, there's no one here to serve it. They're closed. And you know what? They're closed on Fridays for Shabbat. They close. I forget what time they close, but and Saturday they're completely closed because of the Sabbath. Jews observe the Sabbath, kosher Jews on Saturday, unlike Sunday for a lot of Christians. Okay. Now, let's see if they have pastrami. I think this is pastrami. Yes. Okay. Pastrami. It's kosher, but I don't even think they have pre-made pastrami in the regular deli. I'm sure they can make it for you. But this isn't price reduced. When it's price reduced, there's a sticker. But still, $7.99. That's pretty good for. Look how big it is, and it's on looks like it's on a challah, which is like an egg bread. Challah is it's not necessarily kosher, but it's a Jewish tradition. It's Ashkenazi, by the way. Yeah, I have no Sephardic in me at all. I got tested, so it'll show if you have Sephardic or Middle Eastern Jew. But it's weird. On 23andMe, which is a competition for ancestry, it shows I have like 1%. It's either they've changed it. It's either Italian, or it used to be French, or it used to be Irish, but now it's Italian. They reanalyze their data or whatever. They get updates. Now I'm and part a little tiny bit Coptic Egyptian, which is Christian Egyptian, not like Muslim. And I've looked it up, and there's still Coptic Egyptians still live in Egypt. So I don't know if they look Middle Eastern or what. I don't think they mix, if they're or whatever. Maybe they have by now. Okay, these aren't. These are just salads. They're nice. I mean, they're probably kind of expensive. Where's the price? But they might not have all these choices. They probably don't in the non-kosher. Now this I was going to get once, but it was on price reduced. None of this is on price reduced. You probably have to come later because, like I said last time, it's now 6:12. It was at least 7:30, I think. Most times I come here. All right, grilled vegetables, vegan. Okay, that looks really good. I guess you eat them on crackers or, I don't know, matzah. Oh, you're here?
I'm here.
You can, oh, I didn't know someone was here. Okay, I'm gonna come, when do you leave?
We close around 8.
Oh, I didn't know that. Last time I've been here, I will. I'm gonna come back because I'm making a video of your kosher section. Because most Ralph, I don't know any other Ralphs in the LA area that have
There's
a.
one more it has, Ralph's in La Brea.
Is it as big as this kosher section?
I think this one is cool.
Yeah, this one's huge. Okay, in LA, like West LA, La Brea, which is like Fairfax. Yeah, I'm gonna get some of this, a little bit maybe. It's really expensive, and I'm not kosher, so I'm gonna think about it. But I didn't know they were there this late. Maybe it's because he wasn't here in the beginning. Maybe they hide. Okay, they even have coleslaw, which I would buy regular. What's this? Oh, chicken, shredded chicken, like if you're gonna make soup. Some people buy rotisserie chickens and shred them. They might even have rotisserie chickens. By the way, if this video is long, just watch part of it and then watch the rest. Okay, this I could have egg salad sandwich. Let's see. Is there no price on it? See, the PRISM means it's kosher. Oh, that's a tuna salad. I don't see. Oh, there's the price. $6.99. All right, maybe I'll get it. I don't buy enough eggs to make. You know, if I buy eggs, it's one of those that contains 6, like a half a carton, because I don't eat eggs all the time and they expire. Yeah. Look at all this. So yeah, I might come back. I'm gonna think about it. So look at all these pastrami. Wow. What's this? Turkey. None of this says, I'm going to ask him when I see him when they put things on, you know, about to expire. They'll probably do it later. Okay, they've got kosher soups. I don't know if they have matzo ball. Soups. Matzo ball, if you go to a Jewish deli, that's probably one of the #1 things people order. That and pastrami and maybe corned beef. Oh look, the kosher experience at Ralph's. All right, this is the kosher meat. Now this isn't a kosher market. I have done a tour of those where everything's kosher. That was a Sephardic market, or a Persian Jew rather. I did a video on that. So this is a kosher pastry, which I do love, like this. But you know, you could buy a comparable that's not kosher. That's a lot less, costs a lot less. So I love arugula, and they usually have it here. I actually bought it for a lunch party with some cousins that I never met before. My mom and I went to meet, like one of them is like, I don't know, my third cousin. They found me on Ancestry. They had a fancy early lunch or late breakfast, and I brought, or maybe it was lunch, I brought one of the arugula, but I don't see it. Must have sold out. So yeah, here's the arugula, but it wasn't like this. I don't know if I'd like this kind. I like the kind with chocolate. This is cinnamon, here's the chocolate. Okay. Yeah, I brought something like this, but I think it looked a little different. It was like 4 or 5 years ago. I think I posted community post of these new cousins I hadn't met. No, those are different cousins. I've met several cousins, distant cousins on my mom's side since I've been on a DNA site. Okay, this is good. Okay, assorted arugula, $9.99. Now, if it was like quick sale, like about to expire, it would be good. Okay, I've never had babka. Okay, here's black and white cookies. They always have these at Jewish delis, but they're usually big, and it's famous, the black and white cookies. Okay, $8.99. That's not a bad price for all these. Rainbow cake, honey loaf. Let's see if they have any challah. Oh, they do. Okay. Okay. I might get one of these, but they're not on quick sale. I don't know even if they go on it. So that's $7.49. Are they all the same price? Yeah. So this is challah. It's called egg challah. It's basically egg bread. And, you know, like at